My New Boss is Goofy episode 6 opens with Mamos and Shirasaki at the office. The way Shirasaki turns his chair makes Mamos think of his employer, who was rather violent. Mamos tells himself in his inner monologue that Shirasaki is completely different from his previous boss. However, he is unable to overcome the unsettling sensation he's experiencing. The scene then shifts to Shirasaki occupied in his thoughts at home. Following that, he tries to take a photo of Hakuto, his cat. However, instead of taking the intended shot, he takes a selfie. Since Shirasaki has not responded to Momo's messages, he gets restless and anxious at work. However, he and Kinju later find Shirasaki's phone in the refrigerator. The fact that Shirasaki wasn't ignoring him eases Momo's anxiety. Mamos happens to drop his phone in the fountain. Following that, he gets a new phone and takes Shirasaki with him to the shop. Though soon after, Mamos receives a call from Kurono, his former boss. Without thinking, Mamos freaks out and ignores his call. Following this, Shirasaki offers to drive him home and comforts him. While in the cab, Shirasaki shows Mamos a lot of kindness. Now, Mamos answers the phone when his former boss calls again. His former employer keeps insulting him and threatens him with a visit to his house. Consequently, Shirasaki sides with Mamos, and the two of them confront the former boss. Mamos is worried about his ex-boss paying a visit to his house after the call. Following that, Shirasaki extends an invitation for him to stay at his home. Despite his initial reservations, Mamos agrees to move in with him. The episode review. In episode 6, Mamos opts to switch cell phone models shortly after dropping the phone into a fountain. His anxiety levels skyrocket when he receives an unexpected call from his previous employer Kurono. Concerned regarding Mamos, Shirasaki sets out to privately see him home. For as long as anyone can remember, Mamos has avoided dealing with the wounds from his past. As a consequence of Shirasaki's touching and personal story, Mamos musters up the bravery to confront Kurono. Similar to prior episodes, this episode stays true to the show's tone while delving deeper into the plot. While I found the plot to be entertaining overall, I can see how some viewers could find it frustrating because it centers so heavily on Momo's violent boss and how his character develops around it. The show seems to have potential. However, it seems to be squandering it by fixating on a single arc endlessly. We'll have to stay tuned to see where the show goes from here on, as we're hoping things pick up soon.